Hi there. Now Nad is going to play soon again. But I should be fine since I'm mostly doing backtracking in the beginning today. So you won't see nothing new. I think that since Twitch always like forces another early into the stream, maybe I should start it earlier, like 10 minutes or so earlier. Not start to like playing, but start with that initial screen. And let it sit for a longer time. So Nad goes by like before I actually start playing the game. Anyway, second string of Touhou Luna Knights. It might be the last one. I know this game isn't very long. Last time while I had died, while I was on my way to see what was in this room right here. There's a box in this room that I couldn't break before, but now I can. That's probably gonna lead me to the boss. But first I make my way back there again. Hi there, Kira. Welcome. I'm redoing that path from the end of last stream when I died. which is quite a journey to get there. If only there was like a secret passage here or here. I have to go up and then I'll go down. Oh, you're alone, nice. Also, looks like I was wrong about this ghost. I thought they worked like the Mario enemies where they turn invisible while we're staring at them. But it looks like it's just like, runs on a timer. And this is a dead end. This is one of those stages where like your patience or lack thereof is your worst enemy. You want to like try to skip the waiting around here and then you get yourself hurt. I think this is where I died before. It was almost similar to this. No, I think it was on this one. And I remember it was difficult to get in down here. Oh, there's exactly where I died before. This, like, gap between the cog and the spikes down here. Oh, let's not make the same mistake again. I almost did it. Trade of the enemies now. It is still gonna be very tricky in reverse. We have to... I was gonna say I have to brute force it and to just die in the about the same spot again. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to that room the first time I had the chance. I think I'll instead find a warp zone thing going all the way here and all the way back to that room, so I don't have to deal with this part again. Because after I get here, I have to backtrack again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Should be able to navigate around here with my new upgrades. Okay, also stand on the chainsaws. I got to do some grazing now. Never mind. I think I like out of this zone when I was playing this yesterday. I have to learn the game again. Not a great move of the whole Cumbia Knights. I don't get that one. This game has so many places where you can just get the stun locked like this. I can tell you I have like no interest in trying to make a no time stop run of this game. This is like challenging enough for me. In a way, this game feels like the opposite of Pond de Labyrinth. In that game, I felt that the bosses were the main highlight, like challenge-wise. And like playing through the stage was mostly preparing for the bosses. This game is the other way around, like exploring dimension is the difficult part. The bosses are like the breather common parts of it. But here's something that's interesting to get used to doing. You charge up a snail time while time stopped, and release it as soon as you resume time. I think raising his projectiles don't count. Oh, there's one orb, so I think I can do what I was just talking about doing. I play most games in normal difficulty, which is why it was strange for me to find so much on the difficulty of Inazuma 11 before this. I see one game where I really wish there was some kind of hard mode. But it might be that I was so addicted to this franchise at some point that I just got like too proficient at it. So the normal difficulty of those games will never like do it for me anymore. I don't think there's a shortcut, but there is a blue door I haven't seen before. It's not marked on the map either. I can't open it. Could swear I had a blue key by now. Apparently I don't. Yeah, this is where a cutscene happened before. Alrighty, missing partially. Well, I know there's a boss rush mode you'll unlock later. So if you ever wanna fight her again, there's that. I looked into that Touhou Pokemon clone I talked about last time. And I mention it now because I most certainly have Patchouli Almighty and we never played that. I checked the guidelines, it seems like it's fine to stream even with the English patch. Also, a few mods have been made for that game that like expand the roster. There's one that looks like really good. And the guidelines don't like explicitly forbid playing with mods such as that one. So I was thinking about using that as well whenever I wanted to stream in that game. The only issue with it is that it looks like it never goes on sale. At least I tried looking at archived websites of the sales page for it and the price never changes, like even in dates where most stuff goes on sale. I didn't see the randomness. Nice, just a bunch of waiting around. And I have to do this like in reverse later. I forgot that like spamming 0 times 3 doesn't use any resource. It feels a bit like spamming that homing spell in this game. It made everything a lot easier once you figure that out. Okay, I'm in charge another single time like during single time. Just stay a little more. As this looks like a shortcut, but you can't go past the ladder here. For real, this was just a save spot. Has no, like, secret passage either. Yeah, now that I know. It's fast if I just, like, reload to where I was before. Olha, tem backtracking all the way again. And to think I used the last part of the previous scene plus the first 20 or so minutes of this one for that. I should have looked up like a full map of the game after last stream to find this out earlier. So I just returned to the mark now. Could have said that at least I found out a new door, but I can't open that either. So back where I left off. Oh, I should go back there and save first, because there's no safe spot nearby here. I wish all this stuff would be like now using just one room, the warp, the save, and the vending machine. Most games do it that way. Yeah, this is where I meant to go. Still messed up. Like, the chainsaw is so powerful when you consider that it can go through walls, but the normal knives can't. So the game actually becomes quite a bit harder if you don't find it, since it's a secret item. Also, they are making it really hard not to litter here. This also didn't work. Nice. And it's boss time. I already can recognize this silhouette. For a second, Sakura turned her back and I thought she had a ponytail, but it's just her maid headdress. You're here earlier, Sakura. Well, that's because she was stopping time constantly. If you're going to bother me, at least do it when you have free time. You can stop time whenever you want. What do you mean you need free time? You have as much time as you want. Having finished cleaning the mansion, doing laundry or shopping today. Oh, drenching your own blood. Is this a fake also? Oh, this looks a lot like Nihil, the last boss of Daedalus game, with how those wings look. Not sure if those things like deal contact damage. Okay, they don't, but assume this yellow spheres do. Oh, the yellows go back when you stop them. Does look a bit like the Empress of Light as well, but I still... My mind still went to Nihil. Oh, the pink projectiles are start when... Yeah. So I have to use snail time on this instead. Also, these thunder parts of your sprite don't deal damage either, I thought they would. Now, those are also pink, but they do stop when you freeze time. I thought I'd get a lot of praise out of this, but it didn't happen. Almost time for phase 2. Okay, cover a lot of health when she does that. Now the real fun begins. Oh, one of those. Yeah, how do I dodge this? I think I know how, but you have to save up your time to do it. That's chance for no time to graze all these projectiles. Now, how do I get out of here? I have to jump a lot. Bro, what? These don't stop. I thought I would be able to fit in the gap between those. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do if I end up in this position. Is it just unavoidable damage? I have to jump while time is stopped and float like this. That one's very difficult. As the bats are flying a different pattern now. I think I have to be here. Now you do this. Nice. But now she's got a third face. Indeed she does, but it's actually easier to avoid than the cross-shaped one. Nice. Just in time for the ad. It's gonna start in like a minute. Really wanted to show off and beat you at the last second. Are you able to use your seal time powers? This question again. Did patch do something? Don't be absurd. Huh? I only made the character that saves data. You must have some care without telling me. I'll have a word affair later. And nothing's different. Someone's disturbed this space. Yes, well, it's impossible because of my power. I'll give a proper slap. She'll stop time and smack you on the face 100 times. On to the throne room. It's like the game is not over. I skipped the dialogue by accident there. But I wanted to point out how she splits into like a bunch of black bats, but some white and blue ones as well, to like represent her color scheme. That's a cool detail. Oh, well, not playing, but at least it's gonna be a short one. This thing reminds me a lot of this game. I think it had something like that. You know you're destroying dimension, right? Close to the end, but you should take time to sell gems and get your equipment ready. I could probably use more health, so I die less often from those death traps. Though that doesn't help that much, because there's like, as I pointed out, some traps in this game where you can't get out. You die no matter how much health you have. She's got a railgun this time, no more... Oh, that finicky cannon. Alright, Emilia said to go to the rooftops, so the end of the story is probably up there. So I'm going down first. Also, these look like enemies from Wonder Labyrinth. They went from bamboo cannons to miniguns, yeah? I'm actually surprised there is no Touhou character that uses guns, because it would like... it will not contradict the world building at all. I mean, we also have payphones and vending machines. This is not a trap. And Nitori has a mech. There's that blue key. Now I just have to find another warp. I mean, that top is a shortcut, but is there anything I had to check in this area? I don't think so. But that's the lower portion done, unless there's like a secret passage around here with might well be. But the reason why Touhou is so anachronistic like that, if you don't know, is that the series sort of takes place in a secret country. That's it exists in the real world, but it's not accessible by normal people. In the real world outside of this country, it's like modern day, so things like machine guns do exist. But some characters will slip in like technology from outside it. That's why you get things like the phone and the vending machine. But otherwise, the setting is like medieval. With this, you can stop the dragons from hatching. I forgot about the pair with the Ryoga. That shit does not go down easily. I forgot to check here, like either here or in this end there's gotta be a secret passage. Is there a merchant character that sells stuff from the outside world? Yes, actually. And these don't stop. Last time we talked about how there's only one human-looking male character in the entire series. That's what he does. He has a shop where he sells stuff slipped in from the outside world. I was wondering if it's worth going back here to check if there's a secret passage. I think at this point I might as well look up a full map. So I don't like waste more time in just finding a new save point. Looks like there's no like secret in there, it's just a continuation of this room. From what I'm looking at. Never mind, I think there is a secret, but it's on this end, not on this one. So I'll have to go all the way to this other area. Sakai buys another mirror. Since it's not made from solvent powder, we can actually see a reflection. Oh, that's very clever. So that's from the... I think there... not a manga, I think there's like a novel about this joke. What does that thing do? I'll never find out. That's another enemy that's in the wrong game. Go back to Lotus War. I thought I'd be safe getting behind that fairy. I think I'm dead here. But looks like with that fairy, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Don't fire at you from off screen. But I have to be very cautious now. Gotta play like a camper basically. There anybody left? Yes. 2 enemies actually. And looks like you can't graze those red projectiles for health, just cause they're easy to graze if you get on the right position. There's even more of them. I was about to do something stupid and try to graze that rabbit. How long does this corridor go? I desperately need to find another vending machine or safe spot. Like, now I'm worried about making a single move in this one. In fact, those enemies respawn doesn't help. I can farm them for health if I don't mess up. I was keep thinking my knives on the floor, there are spikes and I'm avoiding falling into them. I think I'm good now. I was gonna test out if you can like stand on the bullets while time stuff, but doesn't look like you can do that. If Arcanite starts some kind of fairy race, that would be a good idea for a character. Just give her a massive minigun. They don't walk around in that game anyway. There's another one over there. How did that get to me? Again, this one will better be worth it. I feel like I should have had it that way first. This is probably taking me to the end. Hopefully there is like a warp. Oh, never mind, it's safe key actually. So I went the right way. Now I just have to backtrack. I haven't found a save point yet. So there could be a secret over here. Nope. Want to check up there as well just in case. Yeah, nothing here either. And there's it. Okay, another one that might be much worse in we'll do it in reverse. Oh, this enemy turns around, I do not expect that. And he does not take damage if he's like too far off this way. Oh, the minigun. Forgot about the fair with the minigun. And that chandelier is not a trap. And I'm worried about this one. Like, I am on that spot where I'm going to lose a lot of progress if I die now, so I... Oh, mercifully, there it is. But it's a maze to the trash bin this time. Like, those Vermilion do this on purpose to make Sakura's job harder. Just put the place you dispose of the trash at as far away from the trash as possible. Oh, first try. I'm learning how to take the trash out. By the way, it's Sakura's theme that's playing on the background this time for this area. I'd like to check if there's a passage down here. Nope. Just making myself backtrack more. So bad that like your momentum doesn't influence the how far the chainsaw goes. You can't like run and throw it further away. Just barely want it there even if I jump and throw. Alright, you cannot double jump underwater. Hi there. Again, going downwards first. I knew it would be just a safe spot again. But a lightsaber? What is that? That's the danger of stationary weapons, so I'll take good place two of these fairs back to back. It does not use any MP on the looks of it. It's moving just like a Castlevania familiar. Does it attack on its own? Apparently. Oh, it spends MP whenever it hits an enemy. So it's not completely free. But like saving all the trouble of having to aim at your enemies, you can just sit on this corner and let it fight for you. That's really powerful. I said I watched a friend play this before. I'm pretty sure he never got this weapon because I do not remember it at all. But if there's anything else like this that I missed in the previous maps. And I get a knife upgrade. And the HP upgrade. Game's being very generous now. Does this one work with time stopped? It does. It's gonna spend your time, but still. You can like stop timing, focus on grazing while your sword deals all the damage. It is so busted. It looks like it should be like a post-game item. It does drink up a lot of MP, but the trade-off is you don't have to fight anymore, pretty much. I guess buying a MP upgrade would be nice now. Also, I could go down here and see what's behind that blue door. Várias. That was even with like a bunch of amethyst. Oh, was that outer was behind this one. I forgot to stop by the save spot again. They were saying that to the gems like booster stats, but I'm still not sure how that works. Now I think I might have to buy MP upgrades because my sword is very thirsty. Also, this kinda means that every warp zone is pretty much a safe spot, because you can just come into this one and then go to the save point just one room away from it. Okay, that's just a... Nestor is gonna have like a vending machine, and then the trash bin is gonna be outside of the building. You have to go past the wall to dispose of the can. I still got it on first try. The thing I did before where I jumped to try to drop the can into the bin apparently was like only made it worse. We just have to stand right on top of the bin. Seems to mitigate the RNG on the drop a bit. Ned is probably playing now, but if I think I'm about to get to deposit, I think it's like coming up soon. I will wait for it to be over. As I tried to use the chainsaw there, I forgot to... I don't have it equipped now. I thought the chainsaw was very powerful because it would go through tiles, but look at this. Switch back to the chainsaw bit for this part. And this was a passage that I once again found out by accident. This is weird, only got like 4 things. Aquamarines from breaking that is not even a large amount. Oh, and I can throw on more chainsaw now. Up to 3 of them. This bean sword is gonna be very good against those ghosts. Won't annoy me anymore. There's a trash bin on this end. So there must be a vending machine on that end, right? It normally wouldn't happen, you won't have enemies in it. Yeah, so is there gonna be like a vending machine all the way over here? And I have to bring it all the way to that room. Looks like you can't farm this enemy for graze when it respawns. You have to like test the window enter again. Then none of those things, I'm assuming that you get something special if you break all of them, because individually they aren't worth much. Especially some of these secret rooms give you like new weapons. Just making sure there's nothing hidden left here. I'm farming this for a bit of health. So there really is a trash bin sitting there, but no like vending machine inside. Like, won't tell me I'm supposed to like get the can from here and make it all the way to this room without running out of time. I don't think I'll use my remaining just on AP upgrades later. Oh, so there's a vending machine, but I'm not sure I want to try this one because I have to like keep dropping down here in the reaching the main test room and potentially go back and forth. If only there was a safe spot next to this. But I am healed like every time, so at least I'm not at risk of dying. Nice. As I should have followed this before. You can't take a massive shortcut by just jumping on your knives. Well, there was a save spot right next to it. I assume this is gonna be it. The next boss is probably ahead. And the thing where I can select the net has just refreshed, so I think I'm taking a short break now. Probably the final boss is coming up next, so I'll see you in a moment. Hi there. I'm back from being the most hyped I ever was for disposing of a can of soda. But now I assume it's time for another boss. I'll actually keep the chainsaw for this one since the sword it's up your MP and the time like on its own, so you might run out of it to dodge the boss. That would be a problem. And I think I might hold on to this chopstick in case I have to use it to like heal during the boss. Since you can supposedly use it at any time. You made it. Yeah, I made it. It's Nitori. So I guess I won't be able to call the shop during this fight. Get back the gems. Yeah, Nato you'd think could be the final boss, right? But she is going to regret to give me this block now. I actually forgot to place a back turret that allows her to disable the clock for this fight. Never mind, those are her purple projectiles. I have to use his nail time for those. Outro as a landman. And I accumulate. I wonder if there's... I can shoot down to get rid of them. You can graze those things that shoot the green projectiles. Alright, second thought, I think I will try using the beam sword for this one. So I can focus more on just dodging. Hydra Alexis, welcome. Miller will destroy that body. Funny enough, I just beat Miller. She was like the previous boss, who you're led to think is the final boss, but she wasn't. So that's what the every gem does, but like there really isn't a very precise indication of how much you're getting for each one. I'll try keeping them still, but I'll reload so I don't waste that shop ticket. So now they start passively, like damages the boss, I can just focus on dodging. If I need the time, I can like disable it quickly before I freeze time, and then enable it again later. I don't see when she's firing those missiles. And destroy attacks so quickly that it destroys those satellites before they can spawn properly. I mean, barely patient with this one, and still getting hit. That's half of her health, surprise. She is not starting a second phase. But they don't stop with new freeze time. Keep forgetting about that. Also, I'm pulling back this sword whenever I think I have a chance to like farm some graze for health. She's left. I slow down time just reaction. But I'm going to run out of health soon. I need to farm some grace. When she fires those, it's best time to farm, but it's also easy to mess up. Oh, you can hide behind those pillars to avoid damage from that attack. Okay, so the trick in this phase is just stand behind the pillar. Nice. Now the one boss where it makes sense for it to explode after orbiter. But she looks fine. I'd rather just fight to myself anyway. That's cause I'm not Nitori. Oh, those things I hadn't noticed. The boss game is secret boss from Touhou 6, in case you don't know. She is Emilia's sister. There's no way I could imagine Tatsu in disguise. I seriously a terrible person. She took my precious gems and used the ass magic crystals to make this further. Took them out while I was sleeping. Hi there, knight. I'm at the very end of the main story. I know there's some post-game content after this. So things not quite over. And I think there's gonna be some time left after I finish it. Unless I like really get stuck on a boss, which could be this one. There's gonna be another phase. And depending on how much time there's left, I think I might switch to Arcanites and play some IS6. I haven't touched that mode ever since I played the last year, actually. You were having fun, weren't you? Yeah, most of the time I was. Yes, fight was fun. Really strong, thanks to all the gems you've given me. Oh no, I think I may have sold too many. Now, how could I know? And my MP was not restored, I think, for this one. She's above me, so she's in prime position for the chainsaw. Yeah, how do I get out of this? Nice. And they explode up there a while. Have to keep this in mind. Alright, so try to stay right beneath her. I assume the real one is always the one that's shooting the projectiles. Never mind, the off didn't shoot. But there should be some like visual tell between them, but I decided to take a look. I'm just getting hit trying to do that. Or maybe the last one they will leave behind is always the real one. Now this is a lot more like actual Touhou, like a ton of bullets going very slow. I don't actually know when that pincer like move is coming. I'm just getting lucky on avoiding it. Oh, the real flan has a crazy number on top of her. Also, this seems to be the best attack to brace for. That's the real one. I notice you can tell what she's going to do next by which color of her wings is like vibrating. Let's play until we destroy everything in sight. And it switched to Sakura's film. I cannot raise this beam. I have to jump over it. No, looks like you just have to stick to the corner. I was thinking I was gonna beat this boss in the first try for a second, but it's not looking like it anymore. But she was kind enough to for a bunch of these fireballs again. Yeah, very good for recovering health. I keep accidentally dodging this move. That's just because I was instinctively like go beneath her because it's easier to hit her with the chainsaw this way. Let's try my bit more. At some point she has to pick up that doing this just helping me. Oh, the sword is doing what I was afraid to do, like attacking the cards instead of the boss. Oh, my system a patch, I hate off you. Mailing's not even mentioned. But I was planning on returning the gem soon. Wasn't right to use your things and keep all the fun to myself. How about we work on the next stage together when we get back? Oh, sequel bait. I think they are actually making a sequel right now. This means we'll be invited again. And the game is over. Well, not over, as I said, there is post-game, so I'm still gonna be playing. But as short as it was really fun. I was expecting it to be, since it was made by the same team behind Wonder Labyrinth, which I also really liked. Like, it doesn't disappoint at all. I know it took longer to finish Wonder Labyrinth, but I think that was because the bosses in that game, it took me a lot more tries to beat, like each one of them. Don't think there was a single boss in that game I beat on my first attempt. I said in this stream that it feels like this game has a reverse logic from Wonder Labyrinth, where in that game the bosses are the big challenging event. The stages are not easy, but not as frantic. In this game the stage feels really tense and the bosses are more of a breather in comparison. But I think all of that is due to how you can like stop time at 12. It's very hard to balance the game, especially a boss fight around that, without like making it stupidly difficult. I do like it a lot overall. Has great music, of course. It looks great. I don't like the backtracking, which I have to do quite a bit of. In fact, I think I'm about to have to do just that. Especially if there's so many like rooms where I have to wait around, like all those with the moving platforms and the rotating blades in them. If you're gonna have rooms like that, I'd prefer if you at least didn't make me like go back and forth on them to backtrack. I also have to recenter my mod, it's kinda badly misaligned. Should be fixed now. And I just back to right before the final boss in case I wanna repeat it, I guess. But now I'm supposed to head to this room with the white Tori gate. Which at least should be a bridge since there's a portal just up ahead. Someone really brings me back to Circle of the Moon. That's kind of what I said when I got it. Like, it really looks like a familiar from Symphony of the Night. I haven't played that, but I saw some footage. I know there's a sword that behaves a lot like this one. Also, it's a very powerful, like, sub-weapon. It just eats up off your resource, but it was really strong against Nitori. I also had no idea this was in the game when actually a friend played it before. I'm pretty sure he never found this weapon. And now you get to watch it like destroy the first zone of the game. Oh, I see. It was supposed to be like a man's bath and a woman's bath here, but the barrier between them has been broken. Because there is a blue and a pink tower around this area. Oh, there was a secret here, but I've been to this room before. This monster is still really tanky, even after the entire game. Why is there a shrine gateway here? Hey, it's Flan again. Who cares about some stupid gems? Oh, I care about these gadgets. Oh, it's the real one this time. This world is falling apart. Maybe there was a flaw in the Luna Knight's plan. That's why I'm still misaligned my model. So it wasn't like just a game that Remilia set up. A chaotic space, huh? Ah, there's so many currency floating around. But I can't pick it up. Is that a Mandragora? Let's say another enemy. A very tricky one. No, trash being this one. So if there's no more of them, I should have gotten an achievement for like clearing all the trash beans, but I actually know why I haven't. It's because there's one rule, there's a second hidden trash bean behind the wall. And I'm pretty sure I didn't find that one. What's this blue thing though? There's a passage over there, but how do I get past this? Stopping time won't do anything. Same for you attacking it. Oh, that's so. There's a Mario World-esque switch mechanic. It's just another vein. Those aren't too like rewarding to find. Also, these attacks like linger for way too long. I wonder what this fish down there can do. The escape is too tight to get by. You're baiting off the water, then you attack them. Actually, that's a good spot to use the holy sword since you can't freeze time underwater. Yeah, you can, but you can't move beneath it. The sword can though. I slid again when I was meant to shoot downwards. Oh, really? Like, imagine if you're one hit away from dying and you come across this. Speaking of dying, I'm dangerously close to it. I think I can farm this enemy for... Never mind. There's no graze on him. Is there graze on the projectile? Nope. That's on that one's unfarmable. I thought there was gonna be a surprise down here, like an enemy. Stop ticket, what's that? Seems the intruder is going after Vermilion. Well, I'm pretty sure the game ended with us destroying this entire space, so... this spot must be on, like, alternate timeline. A save spot is nice, but I really need health right now. And the game's making it hard to... there's something I can grace here at least. Everyone has a vending machine if you're patient enough. I also wonder Labyrinth had some stuff exactly like this, those pillars of fire. I have to not activate those Yang switches. How do you dodge this one? I also think there's a tricky platform like this that's the best to use the Holy Sword. Can't go through here. I can't go up either. Now I can. And I think I'm gonna have to farm graze again because I just messed up that jump on the fire pillar. That dealt to me a lot of damage. And I know this is boring to watch, but watch me have to backtrack after I die would be like even worse. More time consuming. Oh, this looks like a boss room. Which means that to the left there was probably a save point. I should totally have gone that way first. Can I leave the boss room? Also, that's Cerno. How long we're planning on making me wait? As for dialogue box keeps floating alongside her. This and the screen is also like wobbling slightly. It's gonna make you dizzy. Should get out of here before the whole place collapses. Been thinking of an ultimate move just for you. I really have to clear this on my first attempt, otherwise there's gonna be a lot of backtracking. So I think I'm going for the same, like, admittedly kinda scummy tactic as on Litori that's spamming snail time and letting the holy sword attack her. Also, projectiles look fast even with snail time on. If it's tough, they are most unreactable. I hope this saves me. I need more health. Never mind, I was about to get it out of it. I don't wanna do all that again. Like this, making me remember why Metroidvania games usually like wear me down towards the end because of stuff like this. I know there's something else up there, so I'm gonna go that way first, so at least I'll see new stuff. Also, you don't need to have like this many enemies here. And they have to be this thing. I'm not actually sure how to go through this this bit. Actually, I think I know. Never mind, you cannot just like stop time before the barrier comes down to get through it. Even though that looks like it would be one obvious puzzle to do with this mechanic. Don't like that suddenly the game is ignoring your like conventional wisdom, especially this late. There's this bit that's like seemingly useless that might have something to do with it. Never mind, it is just a useless bit. You can't use your weapons to like activate this, you know? Is there any way to make Sakurai go through a narrow bit like this? Surely I meant to be like in this position then get the yin yang to trigger. The problem is how do I make that happen? This part like has a current which is weird because I can't see which purpose this would have. Do I need some upgrade to get through this part? I think I'm going to have to look it up. Stop down inside and push the switch. Oh, I did not realize you could do that. I was about to look this up. Still, the way I was trying to do it before, it's like a triggering the switch, then stopping time and trying to go through the gap before the wall comes down. That should have worked. It feels like more intuitive to how you were used to deal with the game up until now. Now for this part. These you can't like trigger when time stopped. There's also a lake beneath, but it also feels like it's just there to throw you off. Like you think there's gonna be important, but it isn't. I guess I let this on red, then come back here and go beneath the water. There's more stuff below this part, but how do I get to it? That doesn't seem to be how I'm supposed to negotiate this. I think I messed up in activating this gate now. I will have to backtrack all the way to the beginning to try again. And that track will just die on purpose. That might be faster. Again, why do the fish have to be so tanky if you're gonna have so many of them? There's a fear with a camera over there. I really think I messed it up with the switches. I will have to go all the way back to the beginning to like reset this part. And I die anyway. Guess it was like foolish of me to think I would beat this game, should I? Okay, so basically don't to go beneath the water here, that basically spells doom. You have to go all the way back underwater. I mean, if I was gonna finish this early, I was hoping it to be like significantly early, so there's actual time to play around last 6. Because if we end it, there's like less than 1 hour left and it's not worth it. You know, I'm back to where I started. What killed me before was trying thinking I should go down there, like on the water. There's clear room beneath this, but no like obvious way to get to it. The game's never had like crackable floors before, just once. But funny thing is, if I like, if I somehow made the switches blue and then got into this room, like if I go past this one, I would still be blocked off. So the solution has to be within this room. But it doesn't look like you can destroy any part of the scenery. Because I imagine if I come here with this state on, then this will be closed and I also can't do anything. Or maybe I'm just not supposed to come here this way, I have to take another path. That could be it. But once again, there's no clear like passage to get through it. This looks a bit like it's a hole, like there's no white outline. Maybe I can fall through here. But then the problem becomes that there is no way to get to this part, because there's a current. If you come from the left, you can't get past this. Unless there's somewhere I can drop off in this very room. So if I aim to fall down here and come to the right, I'll be faced with the current and can't reach this part. I don't think there's anything I can destroy here either. Unless there's a way to stop the current that I'm not aware of. And I can drop down here if I want to, but feel like that can't be the answer. I'll see if I can find a solution for this online. I think the name of this map is Chaotic Space. Right, I think I know. I'm just checking my map against the phone map. So the reason I'm so stuck here is because we need an upgrade which allows you to dash against the current like this. And the upgrade is all day like over here, like on the part I found the boss and died before. I came this way so to see like new stuff instead of just backtracking again. I'll reload because it's faster than backtracking again. But like, well, you can tell that this part was made like a lot of time after the main game was completed, because honestly it's much worse designed. Maybe it was made by different people even. Yeah, shame on me for trying to explore the other side of the map. Also, I messed up. I'm gonna basically have the full map of my second one too, because I don't wanna get misdirected like that again. Here the upgrade is should be right above me actually. But I can't get there because of the fire. Oh, that's why I didn't get it the first time. I guess I have to find the yin yang symbol. Like that one. No, it doesn't work to stop that fire pillar up there. So is there another pit I have to get first that lets me get past that one? I don't see anything like that on the full map. So I guess that's another thing I have to look up. Yeah, I think I found the answer. So to get... I was right about the fact that to get this upgrade, to have to get another one first. That will let me get past the fire barrier first. And that upgrade is apparently not from the boss I just died to. Way down there. I knew there were two bosses, assuming that turn was intended to be like the second one. That's why I was trying to find the first one first. Because that one should be like not as difficult. So in the end I'm just going back to where I died first, which was how much time ago now? I'm actually afraid to check. Oh, right, they don't slow down. I mean, they don't stop. For this, I guess I'll just focus on slowing down time and sleeping a chainsaw whenever I can afford to. And I have to be careful because jumping actually destroys those pillars because you'll drop some knives whenever you jump. I miss all 3 chainsaws I tried to fling. Even snail time, this one is very difficult to dodge. Normally though, you'll be able to like make your hitbox visible, so making very precise dodging like that would be easier. That's not the case in this game. I'm running out on both resources. And so does seem to have like an easy healing attack like the past couple bosses. I guess if I just stand there when she does this pillar attack, I can recover a bit. Also, the trick is like to actually not attack at all whenever she summons those pillars. Because then you can easily graze this attack that she does from here and then protect yourself from the ice current. It keeps going back. Honestly, I can't even be mad about that. It's very befitting for a external boss that the trick is to just do nothing. So she pulls the camera first, so I instantly along if I don't follow her. That is basically a full recovery if you do it right. I'm going to die, was so close to. Wait. Okay, I was one hit away from kicking the bucket, and the Sagres is standing mid-air now. This is reminding me a lot of a certain meme, which I'll try to find here real quick. Before the ad plays you. It's in terrible resolution, but I think it's still readable. And there you go. Oh, these bosses keep flying around. I can also do that. I thought this was stage 1. I was just looking for a place to build a castle. And nullify the effects of fire bears, right? So the hitbox for the... I mean, the detection for the pillars is still here. Wish the game would be a bit more clear about which way you're supposed to go first, because it gets very frustrating going back and forth, and I can still die, by the way. Because of this cat over here. Not out of the woods quite yet. Also, Nad was about to play, so I'll take another break now. There's only one boss left. I'll see you in a moment. Hi there. While I'm still kinda catching my breath, I wanted to talk for a bit about something from last stream. So a significant part of the last bit of this Touhou game stream was spent talking about the Powerpuff Girls of all things. And I think Kieran had mentioned a certain Flash fighting game, which I then went and actually found it. There I said I had a very like vague recollection of a unfittingly gritty looking fighting game with the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter. And I thought they were more like Cartoon Network characters, but it was just those. You can still play this game now. It's called Battle in Megaville. And if you want to find more about it, it's actually like a rabbit hole. This is apparently based on a... I guess it was a webcomic. This website for it is like long defunct. Apparently the creator called it a doujinshi. It's... so it was basically a Powerpuff Girls fanfic in the form of a webcomic. There's indeed an evil white Powerpuff Girl called Belle in this game. I only messed with it for a bit and also I accidentally changed the image again, sorry. There is only one music that plays on the background during the fights. That's the X vs 0 theme from Mega Man X5. And as you can expect for a Flash fighting game, it's like very primitive. But it's fun that I could find this again. Also another thing. Recently there was this announcement that caught my attention. Grumble Fantasy Relink was one game I had on my list that I wanted to stream at some point. I would basically wait until it was on sale at some point and get it and stream it. This year it's going to get an expansion called Endless Ragnarok. Which apparently is coming out on all platforms. So to stream this, maybe I should wait for this expansion to come out. I'm not sure if it's gonna like add the content to the end of the game or if it's gonna be new content throughout of the campaign. So like you can access the new stuff right from the beginning. But if I want to wait for a sale for the expansion itself, that's gonna take more time. So this is half a DLC, half a new game. It's if you already own Relink, which I don't. But if you want it, you can buy the expansion by like half price, half of a full price game. So at least it's not like the fighting game where that one had like an enhanced re-release, where you had to buy the whole game again if you wanted it, even though it's like the same engine, it's much of the same game. Which is why I never got Grumble versus Rising, that's the enhanced version. So since I'm on the topic of Grumble Fantasy, I want to talk about something else. I always should have brought that up whenever I talked about this game. I always forget to do it. Soyogi, that's my mama. She has once drawn a fan art of Grumble. It's very beautiful looking. And I would like you to show it to you. I can't actually show it on stream because I don't have permission, so I'm not gonna do that. But I can link the post on my own chat. It's gonna show up here on stream, but you can probably see it. There's this Twitter post if you... I'd like you to take a look if you're interested. I'll get some more water in the meantime, so I'll hide my model for a bit. And I'm back for what should be the final straight of the game. Yeah, that's Vikala. I have a friend who really likes her. Also, there's people like quote retweets who thought this was an official art when they first glanced at this image, which I'm not surprised. It like looks official if you ask me. She does that style really well. Now I wanted to go back to Cerno's room for a second because I think I saw something new there. There's a new enemy. But does this like earn me anything? Doesn't seem like it. Though Vikala is not actually a mouse girl, right? She's like a human wearing a mouse ear headband. I used to recognize where you actually have all these animal people, but I have to remember that in other games the animal ears are like often fake. And I can finally get up here. Double tap in direction to dash. Well, this would be great for backtracking. I think it's gonna be useful in fighting in bosses because it's a bit delayed to double tap. Like you're still for quite a long time. Too bad I mean, it's not too bad that there's not a lot of backtracking left to do, but it would be a lot useful earlier. And with this, I should be able to clear that loathsome water puzzle. At long last. I think this is where I'm supposed to go down. Like, could use some health. Gotta keep overshooting it. There's a shortage in line if you sell 0 of them. I can try doing that so like after I beat the next boss, because then there's like nothing left to do. So I want to miss using a shop ticket for that. When I hold on to my gems, because I'm assuming that I'm benefiting from holding on to them. The game like won't specify just how much buff I'm getting from the gems. I'm out of time. And I think I did not save after getting the boots, so I'm actually in danger here. Never mind. Yes, I'm actually in danger. You get 30% attack and defense at max chance with a scaling buff from away. Yeah, I'm nowhere near having maximum of any of the gems. I think it will be better to just spend them. There's the one I was stuck at before. Now I just have to find an actual save point. Yeah, this is also feeling like you won the labyrinth in the game. You had some corridors full of strong monsters. And those knocked me back. Nice save portal, that means an easy save spot if I go here. So with less than 1 hour left, like it's about to be 1 hour left, I don't think I'm playing Arcanites after this. I might instead like begin October F-Zero, which I thought I'd have like 1 more week to decide if I'm actually gonna play that. But if I'm gonna have free time today, I might as well. I can at least get past like the beginning portion, so I can start out faster next week. They're throwing so much stuff at me now. Whoever's seen the end of this zone really doesn't want me to get to them. said at the beginning it'll take 5 hours or so. I was talking about the length, which I was worried would be like up to 100 hours. Which for me would take too long to finish. Because that's potentially, what, 3 months of streaming just one game. But seeing like playthroughs on YouTube, the time people take to beat this game are like really varied. Some people take you 150 hours, some people take 60 hours. If a good amount of this playtime is something you have to grind, and I can do that off-stream, thing that can mitigate the time I spend streaming by a lot. This actually happened with Dragon Quest Monsters. I spent a lot of time just building my monsters off-stream, because I just wanted to do that. And that helped speed up the playthrough. But I mean that today I could at least get past the beginning cutscenes. Though this area just seems to never end, so I might not even do that today. At this point, I'm really tempted to just freeze time and walk past everything. But that's gonna be very hard to do. The fact you're not safe from this snake monster even in the corner is what really gets me. I have to get some healing items, I guess. So how you said there was like a dialogue if you try to sell 0 gems or something like that. Where is it if I try to buy something with no money? Anyhow, I'm gonna need an HP recovery. Sure, just to be safe. Oh, if you never sell any. You mean the dialogue that way flowing in the final boss, I see. I misunderstood that, sorry. And I accidentally used my second ticket on accident. I was meant to swap items. I could have farmed this enemy for health anyway. Now let's try taking down one at a time here. I'm sitting out so my resources come back, by the way. Sure hope there's a save point after this. Won't want to go for it every time that I lose to the final boss. Is this squatter gonna go like all the way over to the end here? How many times do you want me to prove that you can beat these two enemies together? Because at this point it's just like a repeating turn. I'm almost there. Alright, time to end this at long last. It's today, Mo. The copy of Gensokyo has been affecting the real Gensokyo. Because of your copy of the Hakure Shrine, there's been nothing but disasters. I embarrassing believe is now thanks to you. And she's talking about the barrier between Gensokyo and the outside world. And I'm noticing she has a purple-ish glow around her. Does that mean she doesn't stop in your freeze time? Nope, she does not. She's not immune to this, and I'm glad she's not. I'll go for the same approach as... Actually, using the chainsaws won't work as well here since she is mostly grounded. The chainsaw is better against flying enemies. But that's what the knives are for. What's that? Now that's actually damaging me, I have to figure out which attack is better for farming. Also, get frozen if you get hit by that card, and that's you with the attack later. Yes, this fire yin yang orbs are better to grace. But it's a ton of damage you get hit even by a single card. And I can keep this health fighting with me since this is the end anyway. Don't know how Reimu really does much to Sakura since she's not a yokai. Oh, she's not supposed to be able to like damage humans. That's deeper like Touhou lore thing I'm familiar with. I'll keep this shop card here as a panic button. So when she does start yin yang start, that's when she's going to dash. Swing a grace. I haven't even started. The problem is that when you shoot a lot of knives at her, it like gets stung with fire projectiles, so you can't see them as well. And I still dodged it. As turns out, I can't call the shop here. So no like emergency recovery for me. Which I could have used just a moment ago. Well, I can afford one more health upgrade. So if this one can focus more on just dodging and grazing. Did we talk about Artificial during Arcadia yesterday? No, as far as I recall, but I actually have that game because it was like dirt cheap on sale once, but I still haven't touched it. I think I found out a good strat. You can recover so much time from grazing these projectiles, and that's just more fuel for the sword to attack. Although it does very little damage like this. I have that game, but I never played in SMT game before. So I don't know what to expect from it. Now I really have to focus on killing. I whiffed the ways there. I got stuck on my own knives there. As I'm doing this with the time freeze, so basically refresh my snail. So I can graze out those projectiles. She's almost dead and at full health. Hope I don't mess this up. I just messed it up. And it helps Saturema keeps whiffing a bunch of your attacks even when I'm frozen. Nice. And she dies if I stab to the back. Never mind. I think there's another phase. The music is still playing. Why hasn't the boss music stopped? Alright, I felt that was like a bit too easy now. And now so I can use my the chainsaw. He's trying some bouncing yin balls, which is a Remu staple. Also, just sadly I can't show it when it's paused because the map's in the way, but pay attention to her sprite. She'll sometimes shift to a different costume and her hair turns purple. That's actually her like classic design from the first few Touhou games. Okay, that was playing unfair. Was that a one-shot? I can actually software the shot now, at least. So in Artificial, during Arcade, you summon yokai-like Pokemon, but get a full party that takes resources to keep active. It's kinda like the middle ground between Octopath and Pokemon. It's not as good as Puppet Performance, that I could tell from the screenshots. It does like copy the art style from the old SMT games. Of the two, I would be much more like excited to play Puppet Dance, but that's the one I don't own currently. But I still want to play this SMT like in the future, so I bought it for a reason. And just like in this game, I have to do the first boss all over again. At least I think I've mostly figured out. I just narrowly skipped that one. My finger is actually starting to hurt a little from how much I'm pressing it to shoot. Now that I think about it, Rei would work pretty well for a Castlevania clone herself, since she can use her weapon as a whip. second phase again. I have to watch out for that basically screen look that she's got. She must have some tell when she's about to use it. And I have to remember I have 2 health cards. Now I have to switch to my chainsaw brain. That's something that also throws me off in this boss a bit when I have to switch weapons. I think this is it when she's about to do that attack. Yeah, but how do you dodge it? It hits twice and leaves me on top of another projectile. So basically I have to be lucky to not get like combo to death by it. I can slow time, but in that phase it's been so cluttered that it's gonna be hard to just catch the detail when she's about to do it. And I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to do to avoid it. Because there's one point where it looks like you can crouch under it, but then it swings like a back around and hits you anyway. She did that pose. I thought she should the fireballs, so it would be time to farm frame it. Like right now. And she also drags the camera with her. His main character, so the camera spin on her. Fair. I wish nice that you could hold a button to like spam your projectile like you can do in normal Touhou games. Because my hand is actually getting sore from this. One more time. Maybe I should not use the chainsaw, so I have the Africa rat ready, because I will need it fast if I get hit by that attack again. But the chainsaw is like too effective if you use it like this. I'll try not standing directly below her this time. That killed me the couple past attempts. I think that's when it comes. So you're safe on the first hit if you stay on the corner, but the second it still gets you. That one I'm not sure how to avoid. Feels like you have to take one or the other. Those fireballs don't seem as easy to farm either. I think I have to bring out this sword and focus purely on dodging again. As those things seem to pull me in. It's gonna come back around. So when they come back around this when you have to go beneath her. Honestly, I don't know if I want to keep going. When it gets to the point where I'm actually feeling physical pain from having to do this puzzle over and over again. On the other hand, it will be too late to start anything else now. It's like a half an hour away from finishing the stream. In that case, I think on the last break, I'll hydrate a bit and all. And then I can try the boss a last couple times. So see you in a moment. Hi there. If only I could skip this first phase now that I think I've proven I figured it out already. This won't be nearly as bad. And now yeah, wait, this is also like just backtracking. Just a lot more cumbersome than backtracking usually is. But now I know that outside of that attack where she strikes down, she basically can't threaten you from like one screen away. Unless you get it by this. So it's better to stay far so it's easier to react to her projectiles. My damage output also feels like insufficient here. But I would have to grind the money to upgrade it further. The trail these fireballs leave behind is really also throw me off to avoid them. I can't dodge a static fireball. Oh. Either that's a wonky hitbox or I just so tired and making more mistakes, no? Just in case, is there no like auto fire option in the controls so I don't have to spam the button to keep shooting at her? Nothing of this sort. Yeah, looks like crashing also saves you from this attack. One more time, and I think this is gonna be the last one. Because it's at the point where like you're familiar with the boss, but you're also getting sick of it, so you're actually getting worse with every attempt. At some point it's not worth it anymore. Here comes her second phase. That's why she gets C1 attack that I still can't touch. This one. Okay, this killed me last time. Not this time. Alright. Now if you give me a moment, I have to like stretch my fingers for a bit. Because there, that was a lot of button pressing to get to this face. Done. I have to take out some cards before I throw the chainsaw. I have to prepare for that attack to come. Also, when she does those back rolls, I'm supposed to dash away like this. Just figure this out right at the end of the last attempt. Now I go back to them. Okay, I swear the motion was different this time. I started the first time around like swung all the way to until it was off screen, then off screen, then it came back. And that's when you're supposed to move to be beneath her. That's what I tried to do now. And messing that up just like takes me out. I can't like buy more HP items to just brute force it unless I stop to farm, which I won't be able to do with the remaining time in this stream. Now there's nothing left to do today, so I might as well. Try one more time. I was gonna say I could just throw in the tower now and like whenever there's another occasion where I finish with a game but have nothing to do for the rest of the stream, I could say let's try Rainbow again and come back to this game. But if I do that, I'll be like I'll grow like used to the game by that point, because I will not have played it in a while, and I'll be a lot worse in AI now. Basically, I'm trying to beat Raim at my best in this game. If I put that up for later, that won't be the case anymore. Funny thing is that regular Touhou usually has a kind of practice mode where you can try and play against a boss using just one specific attack, one of their spell cards, as they're called. And that's very useful if there's one specific attack that you're struggling to beat. That would help a lot in this game as well. almost side the same way again. Trying to get past that again. Now I'm going to the second phase with almost no health left. I should have waited to recover during the first phase. Now I have to already waste one HP item. I just find out now that they shoot those projectiles and will destroy each card. Now for that one. Right, so now really 50-50 on whether I'm supposed to stay on the corner or go to the center. Okay, so the center was the answer this time. But I'm pretty sure that in my other attempt it was not that. Also, I've barely done any damage to her. There's this. Now this attack I never survived long enough to even see here, yes. This sounds like it looks like it to be a nice good spot to recover, since you can predict when the cards will shoot those projectiles, but it's still kind of difficult. Well, unfortunately, I think that was it. I don't think I could get like a fourth of your health out on this second phase in the end of my attempts. And like you can assume that she's still going to have a second phase, like the second phase of the second form. That's gonna be even more difficult. So definitely not beating that today. I will say that both of the super bosses, so Reimu and Cerno, are pretty cool to fight. Just with Reimu specifically, it would really... I'd really appreciate being able to skip to the second form. Because like I said, at some point the first one just becomes another form of backtracking. Because you have nothing left to prove to that first one of her. The bosses are pretty nice, and visually this area looks very pretty. But I did not like exploring it at all. It's like there's so many dead ends if you don't get the upgrades in the right order, which I guess is standard for Metroidvanias, but I don't know, in this one it just felt more frustrating. Overall, I still like this game. So if I replay it from the beginning in the future at some point, I think I'll skip playing the post game again. Overall, I think I still like this game better. It helps that the other game is a bit kinder to my hands, because like I'm stretching things as I speak right now. That thing I'm still looking forward to whenever the sequel to this comes out, which could be this year, but there's no like release window for it yet. Also, I know this thing has made another Metroidvania. That's called the New Blade Chimera. Looking at gifs of it, it looks really nice. Looks like it plays a bit more like one of the Labyrinth than this game. So I could potentially play that in the future as well. I will have it on my wish list. With that said, I'm starting a new game next stream, so I want to be back here trying to do Rainbow again. And that's probably going to be Octopath Traveler 0. But I still might change my mind. In any case, I think it will be some kind of RPG, because after being done with this game, I would like to play one that's less like intensive on the inputs. I think playing those back to back can get kind of tiring to me. And now I'm looking for somebody to rate. I had 2 friends of the streaming earlier today, but both of them are done by now. Well, so I couldn't find anybody I'd like to rate this time, and it's taking me long enough, so I'll just end normally this time. In any case, thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope to see you next week with a new game, whatever that ends up being. And have a good night.